Hey everybody, RebelCloud9 here, and today I'm going to build the Zvezda 1/200 scale Li-2. It is actually a DC-3 or C-47, but this is the Russian version of it. This is part of their Art of Tactics series. It's for their miniature gaming system, and it's really cool. I was really excited to find this one. I love the DC-3. It's one of my favorite planes. I'm gonna buy like a couple more of these ones because it's such a cool little kit. Here's the back of the box. Shows off the pre-built aircraft. I have a whole bunch of these little aircraft from Zvezda. I really love these things. I just finished with the Hurricane video a little while ago. That was a fun one to do. I had a ton of fun building that one, so this one's going to be equally fun. I'm going to build this one as a D-Day C-47 with the stripes and the olive drab. It's not too much of a difference. I just have to cut off the top turret on there. That's the main difference. If I say DC-3 instead of C-47, just ignore me. I mean C-47, even though I'll say DC-3. Not much to say about this kit. There's not a whole lot of parts to it. Not a whole lot of detail, but more than enough to keep most of us satisfied. Especially for $5. You're not really, breaking the bank on anything. So I'll show you the one I want to build. This is my big book of, one of my big books of aircraft colors and stuff like that. I actually have an entire book on just aircraft colors. Okay. So I couldn't decide which one to build. It was a toss-up between this one is D-Day markings, so this is what it will look like. Another one that was Lufthansa that I really liked, and a Swedish Airways one. It was really pretty. I really liked it. It has like a Viking ship. It's got a dragon head and it goes down the side. It looks really cool. So all I'm going to do is just buy 2 more of these, but since it's like the 70th anniversary of the D-Day landing, I thought I would do one of probably my favorite D-Day aircraft, which is the C-47. So here, I'm going to build it here. If anyone's doing a D-Day group build that I'm unaware of, or someone is going to do a D-Day group build in the near future, just consider this my submission to your group build, because I'm going to build it now and I'm not going to build another one because I'll be busy by the time D-Day rolls around. I know that. So let's take a look at the kit anyways. First thing you get is this display stand, and I usually toss these things out. You guys know I don't like display stands because I don't trust them, that they'll tip over and break my model. That's just me and my paranoia. But this is a pretty heavy stand. Like, this is a thick piece of plastic here. It stands out there pretty tall. It looks pretty good too. The reason why I always toss these things out when I get the kit, like I just toss them into the spare box bit, is because they're so big, they take up a lot of room. They're pretty cramped. These these little boxes, they need to be a bit bigger, in my opinion. So yeah, I just toss these things out and save them for another project or something like that. The first sprue here, it's kind of a funny shaped one, but it's the wings, and the wings look very nice. It's molded in kind of an olive gray or green. And that's just the way that the game works. They, for those people who are just playing the game and they don't want to build the models and paint them up, they have the British brown, Germans are light gray, and then the Russians are this Russian olive green color. So you get a couple of recessed panels, details in here. I believe these are bomb racks. That's the place for the display stand. There on the bottom, and on the top it's again nice easy details. and then the nacelles there with the closed, or the landing gear bays in there, so you don't have too much to worry about for that. The bigger sprue with the fuselage halves, it's pretty cool. One of the things that surprised me is that you get clear windows, because on the Ju-52 the fuselage is just one piece and you have to paint on the windows. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that I get some clear windows, and that's going to add much more of a nice detail. You do get Russian style engine cowlings. There's no little engine detail. It's one of those ones that they had the shutters on there. You see that on a lot of the earlier Russian aircraft in the 1939, kind of a little bit earlier. You get raised and lowered landing gear, and the only problem with the landing gear for me is that they're just these thick blocks, and I know they do that just because it helps with the structural integrity of the landing gear, but I'm going to have to thin those out to make it more accurate for me. I just want to do that and see if I can. And then the propellers. The propellers are nice, but the molding kind of goes over them a little bit, so I have to be careful not to damage them. But all in all, it's pretty good. I'm going to remove this. This is the top turret piece right there, so that'll be removed. It has the radio dome here on the front, and technically it does not have this, but I'm going to leave it on because I think it's a nice little detail. I don't exactly want to get rid of it. And here's the clear window sprue, and it's all one giant piece, and I have to mask that off. Here's the top turret. Yeah, just gonna toss that in the spare box bits. Here's the instructions. Super simple. If you lost the instructions, you won't have any problem putting the kit together, honestly. It's just that simple. There's not a whole lot to it. Next are the gaming cards. I don't know what these are for. I don't know what they mean, because I don't play the game. The one thing I did notice, though, it's kind of funny, I don't think this is an Li-2. This does not look like a DC-3 on the top. If you take a good look at the picture, if you have this one, the landing gear is wrong, the nacelles are wrong, the tail is wrong, the wings are not long enough, the cockpit is much different. It's got two props on there. Doesn't look like a DC-3. So I don't know, maybe that is an Li-2. I haven't researched it enough, but I don't know. I don't think it's the same plane, but I could be wrong. I don't dabble much in Russian aircraft, so I have to look that up. And last is this awesome decal sheet, which I'm going to save. I need another one of these, so when I buy another one of these Li-2s, I'll have enough stars for a special project I've wanted to do for a couple years, and then you get all these nice red numbers on there, and I have a feeling that's more towards the game. Anyways, that's it. That's the kit. Not a whole lot to it. Let me toss this away there. Okay. Save that one for another day. Let's cut out the windows first. Oh. So you cut off all that. That's nice. I could polish those windows up, actually. I bought this yesterday. This is awesome. This is a tri-grit sanding stick from Squadron. This is used mainly for sanding, but lots of modelers use it for windows, clear parts and stuff like that. Helps them get cleaned of little surface details and stuff. And I've tried it and it works. It's pretty cool. Tried that yesterday on the P51, the big Tamiya one. If you go back and look at the video, or the photo gallery will even have it better. You can see on there that on the bubble top or teardrop. It's a teardrop on this one, isn't it? Yeah. If you go back and look at the teardrop, you'll see a big seam line running down it. It's very, very faint, but it bothered me because it doesn't have it. And now I've gotten rid of it. So I'm super happy about that. This is a very nice model for 200 scale. I do wish they were bigger than 200 scale, but I mean, I know why they do it. It's, you know, it's all for the game. Okay, I'm gonna cut this short here for a minute and I'll be right back. I've got to just take care of something, so I'll be back in a moment.